What's good, YouTube? It's your boy BG Tech Life, and as you can see, I got the Pixel 8 on deck. It's been a couple days, so I'm ready to give y'all a first impressions of this device, just my thoughts. So let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Now, first and foremost, guys, this is a Pixel 8 in a hazel colorway. I bought it off Amazon on sale. I think it's still on sale for $549. I'll put a link down in the description. Now, this is a device I decided to pick up. I like to carry a minimal Android device at times. And a lot of times when I carry a minimal Android device, I'll pick up a budget device to review, and I'll use that as my minimal device. Now, I thought about picking up the Pixel 8a, but instead I just grabbed this Pixel 8. The Pixel 8a has some really big bezels on the front screen that I was not feeling, and the Pixel 8 was on sale and close in price to the Pixel 8a. So I decided to grab the Pixel 8. So this is not truly a budget. This is more so a mid-range device, of course. Now this device comes with some decent specs. You're getting 8 gigs of RAM. You're getting a Tensor G3. You're getting a 50 megapixel main shooter out the back, a 1080 screen, but you also getting 120 hertz refresh rate and the smaller bezels than the Pixel 8a. And the battery is 4,575 milliamps. So as I've been using this little device, there's a couple things that I really noticed about it that I wanted to share with y'all. First and foremost, guys, I like the build on this device. I think it has a great screen. Screen looks really good, refreshes really nice, and this is like the perfect minimal scroller device because to me the bezels are nice and slim and pretty symmetrical. I'm not gonna say they perfectly symmetrical, but they just don't get in the way and they're not a distraction at the same time. Also, this device has a glass back. Now, it's something about a glass back and aluminum frame that still screams flagship to me. I know they're doing flagships out of different materials, but, you know, even though I'm having this minimal device, I'm used to having a budget minimal device, but this just feels like a minimal device that's full on flagship, and it's definitely a mid-range to flagship device, so it should feel like that. It just feels really premium for the price point that you can get this device now after it being out for a couple months. Now, I came into this situation kind of already knowing what I was going to get out the cameras. Definitely Google's computational photography A1. This is one of the best point and shoot devices on the market. And it seems like the 4K is pretty quality also. It's not breaking down. It doesn't have a lot of noise going on. 4K footage looks pretty good so far, but we definitely got to do some more testing. But honestly, to me, when it comes to the Pixel 8, guys, this device honestly is all about Android to me. Like, this is the definitive Android device to have. Like, when we talk about iPhone versus Android, this is the device I think of. Just like on the iPhone side, when you think of the definitive iPhone, you think of, like right now would be the iPhone 15, not the Pro or not the Mini or whatever other iPhone they have. You think of the iPhone 15, that's the iPhone that most folks is going to carry. And when they go to renew their contract or get a new phone, they're just going to get the newest iPhone 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is the definitive device on the Android side because it's not the Pro version of the Pixel. It's the Pixel 8. It's the more affordable version. It's the version I feel like most people would like, and also just the size of a normal smartphone. Most people like a smartphone around this size, 6.2 inches. And we rocking Android the way that Google actually wanted us to experience it. So definitely the definitive Android device right here. I'm not saying the most powerful or the best one to get, but mid-range Android smartphone, this is it. This is the definitive one. So with that being said, I feel like Pixel just did a lot of things right, just off first impressions, because I get the kind of the same impressions and same vibes from a lot of the Pixels that I done used. And one thing is the UI is just so good. Android 14, using it on the Pixel is just super fluid, feels really good, animations are really good, customizations are really good. Now, I will say that I'm using a different launcher right now. I'm using Nova Launcher because it's one thing that I don't like about Android 14. The stock Android 14, when you pull this Pixel 8 out the box, you can't get rid of at a glance. I be needing to get rid of at a glance on my home screen. But other than that, just stock Android on the Pixel is just as fluid as Android is going to come to me. Also, I feel like Google's doing really good with the Pixels by just keeping a solid design language. They're not changing it up too much. If you see a Pixel 6 and you see a Pixel 8, you're going to just basically think Pixel, because they keep it, they cleaning up the design language for sure, but they keeping a solid design language. And because this is the Pixel 8, to me, this is the standard for design. So this is the standard, the glass back, the aluminum frame. They definitely put a quality build on this device. Looks really good and really uniform across the Pixel line. I like that. I love the point and shoot capabilities of a device like this. That's one thing I complain about. I got my big flagship device, my S24 Ultra, but it cannot point and shoot with the Pixel because of the computational photography, the post-processing. It's just immaculate on this thing. As far as the Pixel 8 go, just the user experience is A1 and compatible to the opposite iPhone, which would be like an iPhone 15. You can use it to play games on it. You could definitely take some pictures with it. It's just a very good, fluid experience as far as the interface go. So Android has definitely came a long way. And this is the definitive Android device right here, exactly how Google wanted you to have Android. So those are just my first impressions of this device after I used it for a day or two. And I knew I would feel like this about this device because I've used a lot of similar Pixels and I've had a lot of Pixels in the past. One thing that I do have to really get dialed in and see how it performs is the Tensor G3. But I just wanted to give y'all some first impressions. This is your boy BG Tech Life. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. I'm out. Peace.